it's Michelle, and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. We have a lot of juicy royal tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So we all know that King Charles is a Shakespeare enthusiast. Earlier this week, King Charles and Queen Camilla hosted a large reception over at Windsor Castle to celebrate 400 years since William Shakespeare's plays were published in a collective form. Now, they were joined by British A-listers Vanessa Redgrave, Helena Bonham Carter, Dom Judi Dench, and Jolie Richardson. Now, some of the actors performed extracts from Julius Caesar and The Tempest. Can you just imagine how wonderful it would be to have a live reading from these actors of Shakespeare? We know that King Charles has used many quotes from Shakespeare in his speeches. Most recently, he used it in his first speech as king the day after his mother, Queen Elizabeth, died. Quoting from Hamlet to round off his tribute to his mother regarding her devotion and duty, he said, quote, "May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest." King Charles's interest in Shakespeare dates back to boarding school when he played the title role in Macbeth in 1965. His enthusiasm was best captured in 2016 when he took part in a Hamlet skit alongside heavyweight actors such as Ian McKellen, Judi Dench, Benedict Cumberbatch, and David Tennant in an event to mark 400 years since the playwright's death. Without the Folio, the name given to the collection of the playwright's comedies, histories, and tragedies printed in 1623, Macbeth and 17 other plays would have been lost. Compiled by Shakespeare's friends 7 years after his death, the Folio contained plays which had never before been published. A copy of it was on display at the event. How cool to see the works of Shakespeare put together in these historic books. King Charles and Queen Camilla observed the first Shakespeare folio at the reception. Again, the amount of history, how amazing it would be to see these works in person. Prince William is traveling to New York City to promote his $50 million Earthshot Prize during a meeting of the United Nations General Assembly. Prince William is set to unite previous winners and finalists of his Earthshot Prize with politicians, philanthropists, and climate activists in an effort to scale up their ideas for saving the planet from catastrophe. Now, on September 19th, Prince William will attend the second Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit at the United Nations General Assembly in New York City. Now, at the summit, the 15 shortlisted entries for the 2023 prize will be announced. Now, founded by William and his Royal Foundation in 2020, the Earthshot Prize is a global environmental competition to discover and accelerate and scale groundbreaking solutions that can repair damage to the planet and give it a sustainable future by 2030. Now, every year for a decade, a $1 million award or Earthshot will be given to the winners in 5 categories: protect and restore nature, clean our air, revive our oceans, build a waste-free world, and fix our climate. Every year until 2030, the Earthshot Prize Council will award the Earthshot Prize to 5 winners. Now, this year, the Earthshot Prize will be held on November 7th in Singapore. So it's very exciting, and congratulations to the people who made the list. So the humiliation just keeps on coming for little Prince Harry. It appears that Prince Harry's book Spare is the most discarded book of the summer. Prince Harry's book flew off the shelves when it was first released in January, but the public are fast discarding the controversial royal memoir. Ouch. So Prince Harry released his controversial memoir Spare just 6 months ago, but people are already ditching the book as holiday hotspots are overflowing with abandoned copies. The book was an instant bestseller, surging to the top of Amazon's book list after more than 1 1.4 million copies were sold on its first day, but interest in it doesn't appear to have lasted. So many hotels and resorts across Spain, Turkey, and Greece have been inundated with copies of the memoir, as holidaymakers have been spotted leaving the book poolside, shelving it in receptions and rooms, or even tossing it in beachside bins. Holiday specialists on the beach have so many they are at a loss of what to do with them, as local bookstores and libraries are refusing to take them. Talk of it's like, who would have thought the book Spare has become the new locust for hotels? They can't get rid of it. Its chief customer officer has spoken of her frustration that they have been left to deal with so many copies of the book. Oh my God. Zoe Harris said, quote, "We've never witnessed anything quite like it. Lost property offices in our most popular resorts are brimming with copies of Spare, and we had a couple of Prince Harry's books sent to us from a hotel that some of our customers had holidayed to. We thought it was quite funny at first, but now we are overwhelmed. Over the past few months, several other hotels have been sending the books back. Now we have bookcases full of them." Oh my God, could you just imagine walking into a hotel and seeing bookcases full of the book Spare? Oh my God, this is funny. They said, "We're asking hotels to please stop sending them over. Otherwise, we'll never get rid of them. Maybe we should all take a leaf out of Harry's book and spare ourselves the bother in the first place." Oh my goodness, how embarrassing that people literally cannot get rid of his book and they're being ditched in hotels all over the world. Thank the Lord I only got the audio book. But remember when Harry handed that flight attendant a copy of his book? They must be everywhere. I mean, my goodness. I've never heard of this before, of a book being dumped off in so many places. What do you guys think about people ditching their copy of the Spare? Where there's always a silver lining. If they run out of toilet paper, they've got plenty editions of books Spare where they can use it for another purpose. So talk about suffering secondhand embarrassment. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, better known as the Moochers of Montecito, you guys, asked to fly back to the United States with President Biden on Air Force One after Queen Elizabeth's funeral. Are you kidding me? What? Talk about the audacity. Do these two not embarrass? They really do think they're so important that they need to ride on Air Force One with Sleepy Joe and his wife. I cannot imagine the faces of the people they asked when they had to tell Prince Harry, no son, you can't ride with us. You can't sit with us, sis. Are you kidding me? Do these two not embarrass? I'm embarrassed for them. Now we know that they're cheap grifters, but that has got to take the cake. You couldn't call Tyler Perry or any of your rich friends and say, "Hey, I just attended my grandmom's funeral. Can you give me a lift?" Are you serious? But you try to hitch a ride with the President of the United States. My mind is blown. The audacity of the Moochers of Montecito. It's insane. Talk about not knowing your place. You're number 5 once removed from the throne. Now, we do know he is a prince of the realm. His grandmother was the longest reigning monarch. He has met Biden. He has met Obama. But surely you can understand you cannot ride on Air Force One with the president. Is it getting through your skull that you're not at that level? You're not Prince William. You're not King Charles. And even they would never ask to hitch a ride. They got their own. Talk about embarrassing. On top of that, word has come out that Prince Harry had asked Jill Biden to attend the Invictus Games, and she turned him down because she didn't want to offend the royals. See, when it comes to betting on a horse in a race, you always pick the winners. Harry and Meghan, you are not the winning horses in this race. If they're going to side with anybody, it's going to be the royal family. The royal family is always going to win. Nobody considers you relevant compared to the royal family. Just because you know people and you had them in your Rolodex at one time, you no longer are in an important role. You are living in Montecito asking for handouts from your rich celebrity friends. Word on the street is you're moochers, you're lazy, you're grifters. Nobody wants to give you a free ride, certainly not the president of the United States. When you think they couldn't sink any lower, my mind is blown. Now, apparently, Meghan and Harry really thought that they were going to become political players in America. But again, their staying power is faltering. Nobody wants to be associated with Harry and Meghan. And all those rumors about Meghan getting into politics, please. Meghan Markle couldn't buy her way into the local PTA board. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, your days of being a star are over. Your star power is gone. People are not impressed with you. So many news organizations are reporting that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are doing a trial separation amid nasty fights, humiliation, and failures. Now, this has not been officially confirmed, and of course, the unnamed sources for Harry and Meghan are saying it's not true. They're still in love, y'all. It's the greatest love story of all time. It's not true. But Harry and Meghan themselves have not officially come out and denied this story. So in my opinion, where there's smoke, there's fire. Now look, this is not news to any of us here in the Megxit community. We have been talking about it for several months, that there has been a lot of clues along the way that there is trouble in Montecito, that the moochers of Montecito themselves are definitely not fooling anyone with their fake loved up love story. In my opinion, that marriage has run afoul. It all started with Meghan Markle not wearing her wedding ring, the fact their 5-year anniversary came and went without a single proclamation of their love on their website. Even Princess Beatrice's husband, Edo, on his Instagram for their 3rd wedding anniversary gushed about his wife. Now, a 5-year anniversary, in my opinion, is a little bit of a milestone, and it was crickets in Montecito. Now, we all know that Harry and Meghan have faced a lot of negativity, a lot of stress, and a lot of failures. That would make even one of the most strongest foundations crumble. But in my opinion, Harry and Meghan have always been a house of cards. I don't believe that Harry and Meghan ever had a real foundation. Their marriage was built on lies and manipulation, in my opinion. And now it is coming to a halt. In my opinion, I also believe the dynamics in that relationship are changing. You know, in every relationship, there's always one person who wears the pants, one person who is more dominating than the other. And we all know that Meghan Markle was definitely the HBIC, the head bitch in charge of that relationship, and that she has been carrying Harry's royal jewels in her handbag since the very beginning. But did Harry get his balls back? Did Harry steal his balls out of Megsy's handbag? In my opinion, I think he has. I believe Harry is telling Meghan no. That's right. He's telling her, nah, sis, it's not it. We're not doing this anymore. Prince Harry, in my opinion, has had his fill of Meghan Markle, and the rose-colored glasses are finally coming off. Prince Harry is finally realizing he married Corinna DeVille, and that her lies and manipulation are no longer working on Prince Harry. Now he's trying to step back and reclaim a little bit of his self-respect and whatever life he has left. Now, I'm not saying he's still not under her spell. He still doesn't love her. You have to remember, they've been together for 6.5 years, and they have 2 kids. But I believe Harry is starting to understand he might have made a mistake. You know, if you ever watched The Millionaire Matchmaker with Patty Stanger, she used to say, your picker's off. Your picker, meaning men pick with a certain body part and not necessarily their brain. So Harry, you picked wrong, son. Your picker was off. Prince William picked correctly. Prince Charles picked correctly, but unfortunately for you, you picked wrong. You were picking with your pecker and not your head. You didn't think it through that Meghan Markle really wasn't meant for royal life. She lied to you. She put the wool over your eyes. But at the end of the day, Harry, you were a willing participant sitting in the passenger seat as she drove the car off the cliff. You let her attack your family. You sat there with her, holding her hand while she attacked your family, while she lied on national television. So at the end of the day, Harry, you can't blame Meghan for everything because you were a willing participant. You are to blame for where your life is at. You can only blame Meghan for so long because you let it happen. You were just as much to blame as Meghan Markle. So now Harry might be having some buyer's remorse, realizing I done messed up. I made a mistake and I'm stuck with this woman. So they say that they are separating their careers, they're separating their projects, that Harry never wanted to be a Hollywood star. He never wanted to live the Hollywood lifestyle. And I broke it down for you in a previous video. But Harry got duped, in my opinion. However, he did stand by her while she continued to blow up his life and his family. They have a graveyard of discarded family members and relationships. Surely that has to play on somebody's marriage. And the public see how you treat people. That is why Harry and Meghan have become two of the most unliked celebrities in the world. People can't stand them. They see the hypocrisy. They preach kindness, yet they don't show that to their own family. And now all of these business failures and the fact the money is starting to dry up, it's going to cause a lot of problems in their faltering relationship. So I, for one, do believe there's a lot of truth to this story, but it has not been 100% confirmed. In my opinion, Meghan Markle will never admit defeat in regards to her marriage until she's good and ready to go, because Meghan Markle is not strong enough to stand on her own 2 feet without the title and Prince Harry. And now that they have the writer's strike going on and the actor strike, who knows what's happening with their creative projects. Rumor is that Prince Harry was heading off to Africa to do a documentary, but I don't know if that's happening now since there's a strike. So Harry, lock yourself in one of your 16 bathrooms and light up a doobie. It's going to be okay. Or maybe you can stay in one of your hotels, because I heard there's a lot of copies of your book spare that might be readily available for you to read. But that is all the royal news that I have for you guys today. What do you think? Do you think that the trial separation rumors are true? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.